So this is our Zapier integration of the Google Forms and the Airtable application. So the trigger is when a response is gotten from submission of a form. Um, a record will be created in our Airtable leave application Google Form table um, with some of the data filled, where we have the reason for leave, end date, start date, employee ID, and the email. So let's go ahead and fill our form. So we take the person's um, mail. We have the employee ID. Sorry, we have the start date, and we have the end dates. We can end dates, reason for leave, and then we submit this. So when we submit this, our leave application Google form is supposed to be updated. So we'll just wait. I don't know why that takes some time, but it does. So just wait a little. Okay, yeah, so there it is. It has been updated so we can see all the information we need. So basically how this works is when this table is updated and this status is found, that found comes from our automation here where we have leave validation, a script. It runs a script to check if this record is in the employee table, and if this record is in the employee table, it sets this to found, and when it sets this to found, it comes here to update the leave application. It comes here to update the leave application ID table with all the necessary information that is required, number of days requested, and this our number of days requested is calculated from here, start date and subtraction of start date and the end date plus 1 2. Yeah, so add the boundaries. Then we have, yeah, so when this table is updated, we have our number of days, our manager's comments, and our application status set to waiting approval. And then the manager can just come here. Okay, also per our automation, when the leave application um when the leave application table is updated, right? If the request status contains a valid request, sends an email with all the required information to the employee. But if it's not a if it's an invalid request, it creates a new record in the invalid request table. It deletes the record from the valid request table and then sends an email to the employee telling the employee that they have submitted an invalid request. And you might ask, what is an invalid request, right? So an invalid request to be calculated here. Okay, so this is our request status, right? Invalid request is calculated by checking if the number of days requested is greater than the available leave days. If it is, then if the number of days requested is greater than the available leave days, sorry about that. If it is, then it is going to be invalid, but if it's not, then it will be a valid request. So yeah, that's how that determines what is and what isn't. So let's go ahead, and as the manager, you come to the Kanban view, you see someone awaiting approval. Okay, yeah, most important, the manager gets a mail, right, when someone applies for. Okay, I did that multiple times. So let me just go to the most recent one. Okay, so the manager gets a mail when the person applies. So with all this information, so the manager knows to go and approve. So awaiting approval, just comes here, scrolls down to number of days approved. Person requested for 9, so just give them 9. Managers comments. I don't know what type's funny. And then I'm just going to approve this, and and once that is done, it automatically moves to approved. Okay, yeah. And then if we check the okay, sorry, if we return back to grid view, we can see that all this has been updated. And for come here to the employee table, we can see that the available leave days has also been updated. The available leave days is calculated by subtracting the total number of approved days from the available leave days. And I remember in my feedback you requested about how I calculate the what's it called, how I update per every single year. So right, I don't necessarily update per year. So how this works is sorry. So how this works is I used a particular filter that says, oh, only, okay, let me open this up so you can see. Leave application, number of days requested, only include linked records from valid leave application type where date created is within this calendar year. So basically, if the total requested, sorry, let me not use total requested days, same thing with the total approved days. But if the total approved days within that particular year is zero, right? This is automatically going to be 22. The available leave days is automatically on its own going to be 22. Yeah, so that's another. So that was how I did it, right? And then the next thing is, yeah, so this is the last part of my automation, right? Where sorry, this is the last part of my automation where um when the manager approves or denies it, it sends a mail to the employee with all the details required, telling them that okay, this has number of days that we approved for you, and then if it was denied, it does this as well. So I think okay, yeah, I got a mail here saying your request for time off has been approved. You requested 9 days and 9 days have been approved. Manager's comment, best regards. Yeah, so that's basically it. Thank you.